Warlord, where are we? And why am I so buff? This must be some kind of dream.
A dream? More like a nightmare. You look like a yaoi hentai video game character. This is definitely a nightmare.
If this is a nightmare, then we must be in a nightmare on Elm Street. Get it? Elm Street?
Really, Rewind? Our lives are at stake, and low-end puns are the best that you can do?
You're right. At least those freaks don't know any of our real names.
Hiya, Georgie.
Duh! He knows my first name. Cue the intro.
Kill the clown! Fight or flight, something hardwired in all of us, invoking one of the most relatable emotions all creatures experience. Fear.
Fear is what drives these two in doing what they do best. Take Freddy Krueger, the creator of nightmares.
And Pennywise, the clown who keeps your frown right side down.
Internal fears versus nightmares. One is more grim than the other. Today we find out which one that is. Today, we rewind rumble. Frederick Charles Krueger was essentially born in an insane asylum. His mother Amanda was a nun who worked at the asylum taking care of the patients. Tragically, she was being abused and raped in the asylum.
Shortly after, Freddy was adopted by Mr. Underwood, an abusive and alcoholic adopted father. Why can't we ever get a killer who grew up with good morals, great parents, and it just turns out they were screwed from the very beginning? As an adult, Freddy had raised a daughter with his loving wife.
However, behind that peaceful facade was a horrific desire for vengeance for all the abuse and bullying that took place during his childhood. After Freddy went on a massive killing spree, taking the lives of his former bullies, he gained the reputation as the Springwood Slasher. The people of Springwood took matters into their own hands and lit Krueger on fire. While Freddy was burning alive, he was approached by dream demons. The dream demons granted him the ability to enter and kill in dreams, with fear as his power source.
After this incident, Freddy has gained many abilities, but it's extremely important to understand that these powers are restricted in the dream world. In your dreams, he can create time loops as shown in the 4th Nightmare on Elm Street. He can turn invisible, he can manipulate your dreams to his will, he is an expert slasher, and is intangible.
However, his durability and immortality is solely dependent on how feared he is. If people fear him, he can thrive. If not, he will be weakened. Most normal nightmares end with you just waking up, but if Freddy manages to kill you in the dream world, you'll die in real life. Freddy's favorite way to kill his victims is with his iconic nightmare claw.
Hey, Rewind. How would you like it if I were to refer to you by your first name for our next character? Do you like that idea, Georgie? Me
and you both know that whether or not I like that idea will in no way shape your decision.
Hiya, Georgie. You want a balloon?
Alright, Warlord, I've had enough antics today. Let's just move on. What if I told you that Pennywise isn't actually a clown? Well, technically he's a clown, however, Pennywise is just a mere morphed form of what it truly is. This extra-dimensional entity known as it can actually morph into whatever it wants based on the fears of its targets. Pennywise the dancing clown is one of the main choices for it, as it's the best way to attract children.
It is part of an obscure race of shape-shifting monsters called by its Gaelic name Glamours. No mortal knows or can know the true form of it. The final physical form it takes is that of an enormous spider, but this is the closest the human mind can comprehend.
The true form of it exists in an interdimensional realm referred to as deadlights, existing outside the physical world. Any living being that sees the deadlights goes insane almost instantly or dies.
Being an interdimensional cosmic being, It was an extremely powerful entity. It possesses an insane level of psychic power. It can steal people's souls and entrap them within the deadlights. In addition to its immense psychic power, it is capable of controlling the mind and actions of a person.
It can transform into any form it pleases, whether it be taking the form of someone you know like a parent, or taking the form of an animal you hate such as flying leeches. It often uses this power to take the form of what the victim fears most.
To further branch on these transformations, its transformations include forms that may not be physically possible to exist in reality. This ability is not restricted by space or uniformity, as it can appear in multiple places as multiple beings.
It is not a true physical entity, so it cannot be killed or harmed by any conventional means. The only known way to harm Pennywise is to perform the ritual of Chud, which involves two multiversal beings lending their psychic power to the person performing it. So if they don't want to help you, or if you aren't a multiversal reality warper yourself, you are likely going to be in a world of hurt.
And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time. Let the battle begin!
Who's asleep amidst the trees? Bats all are swaying in the breeze. But one soul lies anxious, wide awake, fearing all manner of cruel zags and rays. For your dolly body sleep has flown, don't dare let her tremble. For the witcher, heartless cold, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he'll go, leave naught behind but heartache and woe. Deep, deep woe.
Surprise, bitch! What the fuck is that thing still doing here?
Oh, you shouldn't have done that.
Why?
right. Who the hell are you?
Oh, who? Little old me? I'm Pennywise. Pennywise the dancing clown. And you, my Springwood slasher, have made quite the mistake.
Mistake? You're the one who made the mistake, you ugly fuck!
Ugly. And here I thought clowns were supposed to be the ones that were funny. I should bring you to my circus. And to make you my greatest freak show on display. What do you say?
Guess that kid will wait. I've got a clown to cook.
Medium rare, please. I can't stand my meals well done.
Who's laughing now, bitch?
Even a demon has something to fear.
I am fear! Back, dog!
Tell me, friend, how did it feel when you got caught? When they found you, they trapped you because of what you'd done to their poor sons and daughters. Oh, boo! Boo! When you smelled the smoke and realized there was no escaping the flames.
You tell me! I think I got a pretty nice makeover!
Ah, yes. Such a beautiful face even a mother wouldn't look at. Then again, all it would do is remind Amanda of what her son done to those poor, innocent children. Ah, yes. You got a second chance. I'm here to take that away. If you are fear, then I'm here to feed.
Eat this, you fuck! Now, where is that little shit?
I think it's about time we wake up, don't you?
Feels great to be back! Let's finish this clown. Oh, well, that's bullshit. Great to see you again. How's my...
Even demons float.
Pennywise wins. We live in a society.
Wrong meme, wrong clown.
Pennywise wins, and I'm loving it.
Again, wrong meme, wrong clown.
Pennywise wins. Racism is no more.
Are you even trying at this point? The viewers want a post-analysis, not a YouTube Red star trying to be relatable cringe compilation.
Okay, in all seriousness, while these two killers have similar MOs, they are very different beings. Freddy, for all of his powers and tough talk, he is merely a mere reverent. A vengeful human spirit that persists even after his physical body has died.
On the other hand, Pennywise is a cosmic-level malevolent entity that predates humanity. Freddy has been around for decades. Pennywise has existed for millennia.
But some of you might say that Freddy being a psychopath would give him immunity to Pennywise finding and exposing his fears.
Well, for anyone who has paid attention to the canonical Pennywise straight from the book, the Patrick bully in the book seems to be an actual psychopath, whereas the main guy is more of a sociopath.
Patrick had a tiny unsettlement for leeches. Pennywise took that unsettlement and turned it into something more, sent a swarm of flying leeches after Patrick. His face became melty since it wasn't really a humanoid fear. He couldn't turn anything like he did before, because there weren't any fears like that. But even with that, Pennywise still had the kill.
Krueger has the demons to protect him from any fears until he goes into the real world. Then at best he becomes a psychopath, which is enough for Pennywise to build even tiny fears from. Freddy has a ton of imagination, which helps against Pennywise, and a very endurable mind. But without complete fearlessness, plus the mind abilities from the Celestial, you know, that ritual of Chud plus the Shining to fight Astro It.
And if you can't fight Pennywise on that plane, good luck taking him. His physical form survived the crash of a meteor he rode to Earth from light years just to taste fresh fears on Earth. And the worst happens when he needs a nap.
As for keeping Freddy down, it can manipulate full cities with ease. This dude has killed thousands, killed and ate the first pioneer settlers in Derry, killed many adults, set off an explosion that killed over 100 children, etc. Freddy's body count ain't got nothing to Pennywise. We are literally dealing with a being who can kill the turtle that vomit up the universe.
Making the winner of this Rumble, Krusty the Clown.
Hey, for the last time, wrong meme, wrong clown!
On the next episode of Rewind Rumble. Now, keep in mind that Spyro vs. Toothless is the next main course episode of Rewind Rumble, which is planned for the end of November. There will be smaller appetizer Rewind Rumble episodes along the way in between, which will upload roughly once every 1 or 2 weeks. We really hope you enjoyed this episode. I'd love to give a huge thanks to our animator, Ozato. I'd also like to thank the voice actors for this episode. Cal's Kingdom playing Freddy Krueger, and BTL Video Productions playing Pennywise. I'd also like to thank our co-host, BTL Video Productions, and if you want to see some more Pennywise vs. Freddy action, check out this amazing rap battle on the Freshy Canali YouTube channel. You can watch that by clicking the card on the top right or link down below. I'm Animation Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.
Time to end this. I cannot miss in this ultimate battle.